the days when the gods were young and the sun was called the boat of millions of years, Osiris ruled the land of Egypt. He was portrayed as a strong, handsome man with long, flowing hair that was as black as the fertile earth when wet by the life-giving waters of the Nile. His queen was Isis, pictured as a beautiful woman dressed in robes of gold and green. Gold for the sunrise, green for the crops she made grow. Together they ruled the land wisely, making it a place of peace and plenty. But Osiris had a brother named Seth, who caused trouble wherever he went. Seth would take the shape of a strange-looking animal with red hair bristling like flame. Whenever he walked, the land turned brown and dry, and the crops withered away. Seth wanted to rule Egypt. When Osiris traveled to faraway places, leaving Iris to rule in his absence, Seth tried to seize the throne, but Isis always prevented him from doing so. Each time, Osiris forgave his brother, and Isis, out of respect for her husband, did likewise. Once, when Osiris returned from a long journey, Seth invited him to a banquet.
Hey, can I still come to my banquet? Sure.
Seth greeted Osiris warmly and invited him to feast on rare food and drink from all over the known world.
Yummy!
Delicioso. I'm so glad to have you guys back.
After the meal, Seth announced,
I have a gift for someone here.
drawing back a curtain, he revealed a cedar chest shaped like a man and inlaid with ebony and ivory. All of the guests marveled at the craftsmanship.
Whoa.
This belongs to the person who fits inside here perfectly.
Seth told them. One by one, his guests stretched out inside the chest, but each was too thin or fat, too tall or short.
Nope, back off. Nope. My brother, you are the one who has not tried.
Osiris stepped in and lay down with his arms at his sides. The contours of the chest fit him perfectly. Instantly, Seth slammed the cover shut and had it nailed and sealed with molten lead. He then set the chest adrift on the Nile. The current carried it swiftly downstream toward the Great Green, which is the Mediterranean Sea. Osiris suffocated to death in the chest, which became his coffin. When Isis discovered Seth's treachery, she raced to the river's edge, searching frantically for her husband. As she continued her lengthy search along the riverbank, Seth claimed the throne of Egypt. Where the Nile flowed into the Great Green, Isis met some children playing on the shore. She asked one girl,
Oh dear child, have you seen a chest floating by, made of cedar, inlaid with ebony and ivory, shaped like a man?
Yes, my lady. I saw it floating eastward. I watched it until I could see it no longer.
Isis followed the shore eastward until she came to the ancient city of Byblos in Lebanon. There she used her magic arts to learn that, during her years of searching, a huge tamarisk tree had grown around Osiris's coffin. This tree was now a pillar in the main hall of the king's palace. At her request, the king of Byblos had the pillar cut down and opened. Isis pulled out the chest and wept over the body of her husband,
Why, Osiris, why?
and then put the coffin into a boat. She sailed back to Egypt, grieving for her lost love. Isis hid her husband's body in a thicket of papyrus. One day, while hunting, Seth found Osiris's body and cut it into 14 pieces. He scattered these pieces throughout Egypt. Isis searched until she recovered 13 of them.
One piece. 2 pieces.
3, 4, 5 pieces.
6,
7, 8,
10, 11 pieces, 12, 13 pieces.
She then vowed that she would give Osiris a son to avenge his death and reclaim his throne. Using the most powerful magic she could devise, Isis drew into herself a part of the 14th piece, which she was unable to locate. This was the spirit of Osiris, which entered her as air and light. She felt new life in herself as the child of Osiris grew beneath her heart. By heaven's power, Osiris became god of the dead. All Egyptians who died had to pass before him and prove themselves sinless before they could go on to Iru, the field of reeds, on the eastern horizon. Isis was left on earth to raise her son, whom she named Horus, and whose sign was the falcon. In time, Horus defeated Seth in a series of contests, and the gods decided to allow him to ascend to the throne. Even after the pharaohs and queens of Egypt held the falcon in high esteem and forbade their subjects to harm this bird, Seth remained the red god of the desert, whose power was felt in every windstorm that whipped the desert sand. Isis was honored as the thousand-named goddess, but the Egyptians most often called her simply Isisthequeen. In time, worship of this popular goddess spread throughout the ancient Greek and Roman world.
That is stomach. I was like,
They could have been crunchy,
These are
delicious.
human bones.
It was
that
in
we,
an
dipped
old
in
box
lava.
beneath like my drum set, so when I pulled it
You don't
up,
know
I
that
hit
they
the
didn't
symbol.
have cheesy, crunchy,
These are
delicious,
child bones that we
dipped
kings
in
eat.
hot, spicy.
Oh, wait.
cheesy toast.
Isis hid her husband's body in a thicket of papyrus.
so fat.
One day, while Seth was out hunting, he found Osiris's body and cut it into 14 pieces.
No!